welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Tammy, and today I have quite the video. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this video. So I have sitting in front of me 10 foundations. I have more in my drawer, but I'm on the quest and out of breath because I just went up the steps to find the perfect foundation for me. So I'm 44, and doing matte foundations and things that were so popular, a little bit drying for my skin, and dewy foundations seem to be real slippery and slidey. And so I was in Walmart, I think the other day, and I was in Target, go figure. And I ran across this CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless. And I thought, oh my gosh, am I really at the age to be using like age-defying foundation? Yep. So I grabbed it. I thought, you know what, hopefully it'll work, because I have these sitting over here, my currants, and I'm just not in love with them. So hopefully this will do the trick. And I don't know how I'm gonna test all these foundations in one video. I don't know if I'm just gonna wash my face completely 10 times for the video, or if I'm just gonna maybe do half on one side or something like that. So we'll figure it out. So if you're into if you're into that, just keep watching. So I just want to show that I shade matched myself the best way that I could. They had these little I don't know, shade tags or whatever. So my daughter and I were trying to like match my face, which is really hard. So I'll be glad when Sephora and those places open back up. But I chose, this is number 255, Soft Honey. And I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how that works. I think I meant to grab a buff beige, and I think this was in the wrong shade. So hopefully it works out. We'll see. I think it's gonna be fine. So I think what I'll do is do half of my face with a brush and the other half with a like sponge or buffer, not buffer, you know what I'm saying, beauty blender type situation. So all right, so let's get started. Sorry again, guys. Woo, up close and personal. But I'm hoping that this works, because like I said, the matte foundations, I mean, they're good, but I think on my age skin, like dewy is probably the best way to go for me. So I'm hoping, so right off the bat, I like it. I can tell you that right off the bat. I think it was a good shade, and I like it a lot. I hope I found my go-to, because I also would like to save some money and not have to go to you know, pay $35. I think my little recording device shut off. So anyway, what I was saying is I super love this so far. So, and I did just get out of the shower, so my my skin was, you know, prepped and moisturized and everything. So now I always prefer to do my foundation with a brush. I feel like it just, I don't know, like maybe a brush and then pat it in with a beauty blender, or this isn't beauty blender brand, but you know what I'm saying. So, okay, so right off the bat, I said that before, but anyway, right off, I really love this foundation. I like the dewiness. I like that it's staying on my nose. And I think, even though I think that shade was accidental, I think that was the perfect shade. So, oh my gosh. Now I will let you guys know again in like maybe a more upcoming video or whatever, like what I think of it, you know, as far as like an all day wear. Like how it wore, did it break apart, that kind of thing. But so far I think I really like it. I think it's really good. You know, it's kind of hard to accept the fact that you got to shop in the anti-aging cosmetic section, but you know what? If it works, it works. Okay, So let's give you guys a good look. Definitely prefer the brush side. I feel like I've got a hair. I definitely feel like I prefer the brush side to this one. So, okay, so that was the, what did I do? Oh, it's in my hand. Okay, that was CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless. So it looks like this little pump. So far, love it. Definitely so far love it more than what's on my table, I can tell you, because all that I've used, but I'm going to show you anyway. So hold tight. I'm going to fresh face again, and then we'll get started with the next. So just in between videos, I think what I'm going to do, I'm just washing my face down with some water and a washcloth, and then I'm just spraying some spritz right there. So that's what I'm doing in between. So definitely this is not science. So the next two I'm gonna do are from Laura Mercier, and I have the silk free, oil free, and I'm gonna put that on this side of my face. I can tell you right now, it is too light for my skin. We saw these at TJ Maxx, and they were in the box, and of course you can't like break it out and test it. So I'm telling you now, it's gonna be way too light for my skin, but we're really just kind of looking at formulas here. Sorry again. So I'm gonna do that on this side. Oh yeah, girl. I mean, you can definitely see. This one reminds me a lot of the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation, because it feels like you're just like putting a coat of shellac on your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's straight up full coverage. Like I said again, wrong shade. I mean, I definitely have used this before, and I can use it. I just have to bronze it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I did all that. Like, I'm actually ready to do my makeup, but so this is just, it's just okay, I guess. I feel like you can see texture on my skin that I don't feel like you could see before with the Olay. And see what happens is it sits up in those lines. Whew, not sure about that. Okay, so then the next thing I have is a Laura Mercier product too. And it is their Flawless Fusion. And it looks like this. And like I said, again, these were at TJ Maxx, so I could not really test the color of them. And this is gonna look really, really funny because this one is darker and my little tube just broke. Great. Fab. Okay, so let's see what the girl's working with. All right, so this is a better color. I wanna say it's probably more, in person, it looks a little like orangey, but it does stay on the nose pretty good. Sorry guys, I'm having a malfunction over here. Let me just do it like this. The tube went inside the bottle. That's a problem. I mean, I guess it's not too big of a problem because I don't really wear it, but dang. Okay, look guys, it's stuck in there. But anyway, I don't think that will happen to you guys. I think that was just me. That was just my error. But anyway, so this is that one. And I don't know. It seems, you know what? It seems drier. Like this foundation seems, it just seems drier. I like the color better. I think it covers pretty good, but it feels dry. So we're getting up close and personal today, guys. It's not something that I reach for. Off the top of my head, I don't remember why exactly I don't reach for this one. I don't know if it's just because it's not a complete color match or what, but it's okay. I mean, it's not bad. It isn't bad. I definitely think I fully favor this one, and I forget the name already. This one is the Flawless Fusion. I for sure favor this one over the Silk Cream. All right, so let's get on to the side note. The side with the Flawless Fusion was giving me a hard time coming off even with a washcloth. Okay, so now the two that I want to share with you guys, they're pretty popular. They are the Fit Me, and I have one in Dewy and Smooth and one in Matte and Poreless. And I'm going to show you the Dewy and Smooth one first because that's the one that tends to slide off my face. Like, I like it okay, but it slips around on my nose. Do the Dewy and Smooth on this side. And I am wiping my brushes down, or my brush down a little bit, but it's not like, obviously this isn't like scientific. I'm not getting a new brush every time. I'm just kind of wiping it off. So, I hope this shows up because this is what it looks like. It drives me crazy. Like, it's a pretty dewy, but look at it. Brush streaks. Like, if you touch, like, I guess this is the kind you need to like kind of stipple in, but I do not love it. You can see, like, I don't love that. Ugh. And you see my nose, like how that looks. I can make it work if I have to, but I never reach for this. Okay, so let me do the other side. This is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I think I like this one better. If I recall, I think I like this one better, so we'll see. I switched my brushes, so hopefully that'll help a little bit. Yeah, I for sure like the matte one a whole lot better. Now, I will say these are not like brand new because I've had these for a while. But I just need it. Oh, see, this one's, I feel like this one's better. See, that's the dewy, and this is the matte. It's better, but I feel like you do have to, like, you know, to build it up. But see, when you do a matte, the texture shows up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, see, the dewy side, I mean, I have texture, I'm 44, so it's whatever, but I always like, and then that concealer will cover that. But see, this side looks better dewy to me than it does matte. See what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I think I prefer maybe more of a satin finish versus dewy or matte. So that was Fit Me Dewy and Fit Me Matte. So now I want to try or show you guys the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation and the Maybelline Age Rewind. So I'm going to do Photo Focus over here. So I don't even want to put the Photo Focus Wet n Wild on my skin, and I'm about to tell you why. So I got it the other day. I had heard about it. I'm on the Late Show, you guys know, you know, and I heard about it and I was like, yeah, I want to like try this out. So I got it. It's a couple dollars, and it looked okay. Like, I won't say, like, you know, went on fine. It was later in the day. My daughter and I were outside. We were taking pictures, and my skin, oh my gosh, it just looked, there's a little smell to it too, but I don't know what that is. It's like almost like a chemical perfume kind of smell. But anyway, I don't know if I can show you guys like what it looked like. I don't know if it's gonna show up what I'm trying to say, but my skin looked so crepey and just gross. Like, it was a really up close picture because we were trying to photograph the color of our eyes in the sun. I don't know, because we were just being I don't know why we were doing that. We just were. But anyway, so it was like a super up close photo and I was like, oh my gosh, it looks terrible. No, right now I don't think it looks really terrible. Might have to give this one another go. I don't think it looks so bad. It definitely doesn't look like that picture. So I don't know, maybe it was something else. Maybe there was some powder on my face. I don't really know. But I just remember after that photo, I was like, yep, I never will wear you again. Except for this video. So here it is, up close and personal. I wonder how many times you guys are gonna see my face that close. Okay, and then we're gonna do, I'm just wiping my brush off. Now we're gonna do this is the Age Rewind. So, and what you do with it is you turn the bottom so that the product comes through this little puff right here. So, see, I don't remember what my thoughts were on this. I'm not sure what they were. Maybe it was just that the puff dried out. I don't remember. I think I put way too much on, guys. I remember putting it on before and it was like it wasn't enough, and I feel like I way squeezed that thing. Look at that. That's gonna be crazy. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we think about this one. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna think about this one because I did notice the one thing is like, I don't know if there's very much product in there. It doesn't feel like there is. Maybe that's just me though. That might not be accurate. I'll look at the bottle in a minute and tell you guys what I think. Okay, so I think that I like this one. I don't know. Maybe I don't. Oh yeah, see where I just touched my face and it just comes off? Like, I feel like a lot of the, is this supposed to be dewy? It doesn't say. But I feel like with the ones that you are, oh, my eyes are watering. The ones that are supposed to be dewy, like, as soon as you touch your face, like, it's gone. So it's like, lay it down, don't touch your face, and then set it. But I don't want to set my face because powder makes me look so dry under there. I'll show you in a minute if I think about it. No, I actually prefer this side over that side. So that was the Wet n Wild and the Age Rewind. I managed to get a little bit of the Marc Jacobs out. This is the Remarkable. Now mine is old. I have not used it in a long time, so I don't know if it's going to perform the way it would or the way that it did, but oh yeah, I think it'll be fine. But I did remember liking this, but like I said, this is straight up, I got plenty out. This is literally like so full coverage. I'm gonna pat this in because I literally put entirely too much on my face. And I actually got shade matched for this foundation. So I have yellow undertones in my skin, which you can see. I don't know why I said that. But anyway, yeah. I'm just going to tap it out with a blender because it's not going to do it justice because I just slathered a whole bunch on my face. I do not think this is my shade now. I think it's a little bit too yellow. I mean, I don't know. I can make it work though. And that's what I'm going to say. Like with foundation, even if you find yourself with like a foundation that you don't super love, you can always make it work. I mean, if it's too mattifying, you could spray, you know what I'm saying, something over top of it, a refresher, spritzer, or whatever, you know what I'm saying. If it's not matte enough, you can, you know, put powder on it. So, I mean, and you can make it work even if the color is off. Like, by the time you add your bronzers and blushes and your contour and all that, you're only seeing a small portion of your foundation anyway. But I will say this, I know this because I wore the crap out of it. It does break up on me after a while. Like, I get, like, in the smile lines or whatever you call those, that will break up, and then my nose breaks up. But, I mean, that's full coverage. Like, that's, you ain't seeing nothing through that. Like, that's, so I actually do love the Remarkable. I would get it again. I kind of sneezed. Oh, I just didn't sneeze. Like, people don't sneeze. But anyway, I would definitely buy that again. I don't know that I would get it in this shade. Maybe a little darker. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I do love the Marc Jacobs Remarkable. And then this next one, hold on. Next one I want to try for you guys is the Huda Beauty. I'm getting my, they're so dirty. And I have used this one a lot too. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. I always tell my family to, like, be quiet, not make any noise, but they get so tired of me telling them that. So I'm just like, you know what, make noise, it's fine, we live here. So okay, so this is the Huda Beauty one. Love this one too. I don't think I have, like, many problems with the ones that I've gotten from, like, you know, Sephora, Ulta, or whatever, because I talk to them about what I want first, and again, way too much. But the Huda, you can see, like, the Huda and the Marc Jacobs perform similar. Like, they're super full coverage. Super full coverage. And I don't have, I feel like I've got a ton of it on. I already know that I like these. The reason why I have been shopping is because, or shopping for, like, a new foundation is because Ulta, Sephora is closed, and I like to try different things. So, I mean, I'm sure I could order this again, you know what I'm saying, online or whatever, and get the same product, but I like to try other things. And I thought if I could find, like, a grocery store, like a good one at the grocery store, that's what I would do. So yeah, I mean, but this is full coverage. I mean, you don't always want a full coverage, but I even think that the Huda is far more full coverage than the Marc Jacobs. So I like it, I guess, but I'm already familiar, so I've never really looked at it, but actually, I don't know, kind of feel like I kind of prefer the Huda over the Marc Jacobs, and I know that it doesn't break up on my skin. It does feel heavier on this side, but then I just put a lot on there too, because I was, like, shaking the bottle because I'm almost out, and so I think I just got a little bit too much extra out. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But see, like, this is my problem in searching for a foundation, because I don't like all that to show. But what can you do? I'm 44. All right, so the last foundation that I have is a Unique foundation, because I used to sell that, but I don't think I'm gonna, I mean, you guys have seen that. You go on your Facebook, you see a billion girls putting Unique on, so you know what that is. You know what I'm saying? So y'all need me to do it. So I will be right back with my, I guess, final thoughts. Okay, guys, so my final thoughts are, as I look away from the camera, so final thoughts for higher end foundation. I love still the Huda Beauty. It's about $35 versus, like, the Marc Jacobs, which is around $52, I think. And then so far, now I haven't given this a long wear test, but I think I'm gonna rock with the CoverGirl and Olay. So unless that does something really funky to my skin, or you know, something like that, or wears funny, which I will let you know if that happens. But I think those two are definitely my top favorite. Now my least favorite one, I guess, is gonna have to be the Dewy from Fit Me, because of the way that it streaks and it doesn't want to stay on my nose. I don't know if that might just be a me problem. I don't know if I've heard other people saying that, so that might just be my skin and my skin texture, but that is going to be my least favorite. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you would, please smash that subscribe button, like, share, and comment, and let me know in the comments if you would like to see me test out some BB creams, because I definitely have some of those. And for women our age, BB cream is a good way to go, because it actually has some kind of skin treatments in it too. So let me know if you're into that, and as always, stay encouraged. Love you guys. I'm back. I forgot I was going to show you guys what it looks like when a woman my age or with my skin texture bakes her under eye. Ugh. So like, oh my gosh, you guys, so much powder left. So I'm going to show you what it looks like, and it ain't pretty. It's not pretty. It might stay, because see how that Marc Jacobs is kind of like getting creasy or whatever. This is gonna feel so bad, so bad. Ugh. Not that it doesn't look good, like it's fine. Like I like the brightened under eye and the blurred pores, like it's cool, like, but wait till I dry it off. Like maybe I could do it down here. We're gonna get into a whole nother video. Like that's not too bad, but look, I can't even leave that on. It's gonna suck the moisture right out of my eye, which is what it's supposed to do. Ooh. All right, so this is real time. I'm not like, it's been like not even a minute. So I'm gonna brush it off my face. Not too bad. Wait till you see this eye, guys. I can feel the moisture sucking off my face. Watch it not show up and I look like a liar. Oh. Well, it doesn't look so bad on camera, but trust me, oh my gosh, in person, oh yeah, you can see it. Look at that. You can see all those lines, and that is not something your girl is trying to show. So that is why we don't bake, ladies. Grandmas bake cookies, not under eyes. Bye, I love you guys.